We've collected some best user experience practices for eyezon button and Dialog widget. And would like to share them with you. Take these as a thought starter. Remember, there is no one-size-fits-all correct template. Your industry, your website design, and the expectations of your customers should be decisive factors here. First, and probably most important thing, is to name eyezon button correctly and place it prominently on your product page. As for the naming, we stand for what you see is what you got principle. The name of the button should describe precisely what it does for the customer. It's better to use verbs than nouns. Verbs suggest action, making click-through rate higher. The most common way to place the eyezon button is somewhere near product information and the Add to Cart button. In this case, eyezon button has to be prominent enough to catch customers' attention. Here is an example from one of our clients. The button itself is placed perfectly, right next to product info and the photos. At the same time, we think it doesn't really stand out as much as it deserves. Still, we believe our clients know best, and if it works for them, we're happy. Here is another example from our client. Notice how the button is located close to product images and other relevant information, but still close enough to Add to Cart button, which makes it quite visible. The guys got creative with the button design and added a lot of useful info to it. The customer is explained what's going to happen when they click the button, what are the working hours of the salespeople, and even notified that they won't have to turn on their camera. Another option to place the button on the page is to integrate it directly into the image gallery, so that the customer is suggested to ask for a live demo while browsing photos. It is a great native way to promote products that are shopped for mainly visually, for example, clothing and accessories. Finally, there is an option to include the button into a pop-up window that is triggered by certain behaviors of the customer on the page, like opening detailed product info, adding the item to comparison list, and so on. We urge you to consider those scenarios carefully, so that the button doesn't become intrusive. After the customer clicked the button, a Dialog widget is opened. At this moment, you need to tell the customer what's ahead and what they can do. You can tell them again that this is going to be a live demo of the product and that they won't need to turn on their camera. We have an option to place question templates right above the text entry field, so that the customer could just click what's closest to their request. This reduces cognitive load and makes it easier for them to start interaction with you. You can collect contact information from the customers and even make it obligatory if you need. Please mind that customers generally hate to share their personal info with online services, so bounce rate will most probably increase. Another option is to show customers a welcoming video with the person telling them what to expect, urging to share their contact information with you, and so on. We found that such video removes a lot of barriers customers may have and significantly reduces bounce rate.